everyone. Welcome to Personal Effects, the Antique Show. I'm Jerry Sampson, your host, leading you through the world of antiques, decorative arts, and collectibles. You know, I've been here at the store for over 30 years now, and I've met a lot of wonderful people, and I've had a lot of really interesting questions come up. And for right now, it's just going to be kind of organic. We're going to see how things kind of flow, and I want to share with you some of the questions that I've had come to me from people that are really puzzled over things. And one of the big things that people always ask me about, what do I do with such and such? What do I do with grandma's china? What do I do with dad's books? What do I do with Meemaw's yellowware, her Fiesta, her Bobby? You know, what do I do with it? And this is the one thing that I want to tell you right now. The market is changing. The market's moving a lot, every day. Things that used to be sold with a phone call, even 5 years ago, today sit on shelves forever. People are more transient. People don't have lifetime careers in one hometown for all their lives. They may live in New York for a while, they may move to Louisville, they may be in Miami, they may be back to Lexington. They don't stay, and therefore they don't keep a lot of property. And the one thing that I really want to stress to people is that if you've got things that you enjoy, then by all means, the best thing you can do, use them. Use them and enjoy them, because every day I get asked that question. What do I do with this? What do I do with that? Well, do you like it? If you don't like it, sell it. Move it on to someone else. Let someone else use it. Let someone else enjoy it. If it's something that brings joy into your life, then you need to keep it and use it. Now, there's all kinds of little parameters you have to keep in mind there. That's like if your grandfather collected player pianos and you live in a 4-story walk-up apartment, that's going to be an issue. That is definitely going to be a problem. You're not going to be able to collect or keep grandpa's pianos. But if it's something that is meaningful to you, keep it. Keep it and use it. If you've got good silver, use it. Here's a tip. The more you use your good silver, the prettier it stays and the easier it is to clean. You get in trouble with silver when you put it back in a cupboard somewhere for 2 or 3 years and you pull it out and it's black as a piece of coal, and that takes hours to polish and get sparkling and pretty again. You've got to be able to use it. So if you've got good silver, if you've got julep cups, use it. I put silver in the dishwasher all the time. The thing you want to remember, keep your silver separate from stainless steel in separate bins on separate ends. Keep your knives in the top rack, and don't use anything that's got bleach or lemon juice in it. But use it. China. China is another huge thing. Every day I get someone that will call about a big set of china. Service for 8, 10, 12, 16. I get that all the time. And it can be any kind of manufacturer. It could be something that your Uncle Bert brought back from Thailand back when he was in the Korean War. It could be something that you even registered for your wedding. It could be Lenox, it could be Wedgwood, it could be Nortaki. If you've got it and you like it, use it. Use it every day. Don't be afraid of it. Put it in the dishwasher. If the kids want a bologna sandwich, pull one of those plates out, put a bologna sandwich on it, give it to them. Use it every day. Oh, but Jerry, what if a piece gets broken? Then it's broke. There are places that you can replace it. There are places that flea markets, stores like mine. You can do that easily. But don't put it back in cupboards. Don't save it. If you've got linens, use them. Throw them in the washer. Get done with it. Throw it in the dryer. It gets a hole in it. Gets a stain on it. Throw it away. Don't worry about it. Every day people are always talking about, what do I do? Use it. Use it every day. Read your books. Sit in your furniture. Eat from your china. Use your julep cups. Whatever you've got, use it. Make it part of your life. Make it part of your lifestyle. Because that's the ultimate plan of antiques. Antiques are not investments. And for so long, we've been told over and over, oh, buy this today for $50, and when you're 65 years old, it'll be worth $50,000. It doesn't work. Can it work? Yes. But more than likely, you're not going to be on the end of that. And typically, that's something that's really high-end or something that's in the art world. But use it. The greater thing you can get from antiques is the enjoyment that they bring into your life. Not how much it's going to sell for. Because here, face it, look at it like this. If you've got an antique, it could be anything. If you've got an antique, for you to really enjoy it, you're either going to have to sell it while you're alive, or you're going to be gone. And then your kids or grandkids or niece or nephew or best friend, they're going to get the reward of it. So you're not going to have anything. So you've built your life around things that you don't necessarily like, that you don't use, that aren't going to make you any money. So the best thing you can do is use it. Use it every day. Okay, I'm going to give you a story. This story was told to me years ago when I first opened, and it is very, very poignant. It's a story that really hits home, and it's something that I want you to take to heart, and I want you to be able to really understand it. And even after this show's done, I want you to think about this story, because it had an impact on me. And you know, I'm kind of like Rose from like Sophia from the Golden Girls. You know, picture it: a Midwestern couple worked hard all their lives. They put their kids through school. They put their kids through college. They paid their bills. They had a nice house. And this couple, every time they got a little extra money, birthday money, income tax rebate, whatever, it went into a special account. And that special account was just called the trip. And their plan, their dream, was 2 weeks in Paris, France. Top drawer all the way. The best of everything. Just the husband and wife. Well, the kids were grown. They were gone, living their own lives. And they had a substantial amount of money. And they decided that they were ready to take their trip to Paris. And this was a time when you had travel agents, and you planned everything. It wasn't all by your phone or by your laptop. And they met with their travel agent, and they did everything beautifully. Everything was, you know, first class airfare. They stayed at the Ritz-Carlton. They took 2 and 3 day trips outside the city to different regions. They went to the museums. They went to the best restaurants. They drank the best wine. Trip of a lifetime. Amazing. The last day of their trip, the husband and wife were walking down this very exclusive neighborhood. And they look across the street and they see that this store is a very, very fine lingerie shop. And this is stuff that's very elegant. And they walk up to the window, and the wife just went crazy. Inside the window was this beautiful nightgown set. We would say it was more of a boudoir set, or more of a peignoir set. Long, elegant gown, matching robe with a big shawl collar, a wide sash. Even had matching slippers with feathers, had a headband, and the wife was just crazy. And the husband said, "Hey, let's go check it out. Let's go see it." And she said, "Oh," and he said, "No, I want to go inside. Let's go inside." So they went inside and they inquired about it, and the sales girl went over to a shelf and she pulled the same model off the shelf and she handed it to the wife, and I mean, she just about swooned. She said it was as though it was heavy but yet lightweight at the same time, and it just felt like water in her hands, dark cobalt blue. Absolutely gorgeous. And the husband said, honey, I'm going to buy that for you. And she said, oh, no, 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 I don't want that. No, you don't have to do that. And he said, no, we will never be in Paris again. We'll never have this kind of trip again, and I want you to have this nightgown. So he inquired about the price, and he swallowed hard and handed the lady his credit card, and the lady took this beautiful set, put it in a fine white glossy box, tied it with a big pink ribbon, and put it under his arm. They went back to the hotel, and a few hours later they were flying back to the States. Life went back to normal. The usual things around the house and activities in church and things like that. And several months went by, and the husband said, honey, when are you going to get your nightgown out that I got you? And she said, oh, honey, you can't do that. She said, it's got to be a special occasion. She said, I've got to have my nails done, I've got to have my hair done, I want to have a pedicure. It's got to be something special, honey. Okay. Well, this time, several more months went by, and he again inquired about it. And she said, honey, I want us to have a good meal with each other. I want a good bottle of French wine, and I want us to have quiet time with not kids and grandkids all coming around. It has to be special. Well, this time, years and years went by, and again the husband made the inquiry about, why don't you wear your nightgown I got you? And again he was given the same response. Years more passed by. Again he inquired. Again the same response. But after this time, the lady began to grow very frail and very weak, and she became very ill, very sick, and she died. And the husband was just grief-stricken. And all of his kids had gathered around, and they were in the dining room, and he's sitting at the table, and one of the daughters leaned over, and she put her hand on her father's hand, and she said, Dad, have you given any thought to what Mom would want to be buried in? And he said, just a minute. He got up. It was gone, and gone, and gone, and gone, and came back and plopped down on the dining room table this yellowed, dirty, crushed up box with this faded, nasty pink ribbon on it. And he reached over and he undid the ribbon, took the lid off, and the tissue paper just unfurled itself, and inside was this spotless, untouched blue nightgown. And he said, here, we'll bury her in this. She always wanted to save it for a special occasion. So that's the story that I wanted to share with you. Don't let your possessions, don't let your antiques, your collectibles wind up being your funeral shroud. Use them now. Use them now and let people see you enjoying them and using them. That's the one thing that I really want you to be able to take away from this, is for you to use and enjoy the property that you've got. And so many times people are surprised when they're cleaning out a grandparent's house or a parent's house or an aunt and uncle, whoever it is. And they'll say, oh, I didn't know she had this, and oh, I didn't know he collected that. Oh, I didn't know this was here, and we thought this was gone. And it's because they've had it packed away for so long that they have forgotten that it was there. Things that they could have been using in their life, and this falls especially strong for family heirlooms. If you don't leave a note, a video, or something saying, hey, this doll belonged to your great-great-grandmother, and she brought it from Kansas when they moved here. If you don't have that record when you're gone, Your kids have no idea of what the importance of this is for you, for your family. Your grandkids won't know, and trust me, most younger people, they're not going to care anyway. But if you've got a really great story that links an object to someone's life or to a life experience, that just gives it an extra boost that, hey, maybe I better keep that uniform that was great-grandpa's, or maybe I better keep this mixing bowl that Aunt Bertha, made biscuits in the restaurant. The stories are a part of the history, and if your objects are locked away, put away, wrapped up in newspaper or locked up in totes, you don't get to share the story because they don't see those things. We can't look into closed boxes. We can't look into closets that are locked. We can't go up into the attic and go through trunks. But if you have it out and you see it and you use it, you can share that story. So that's the one thing in this episode that I really want to be able to tell people. Enjoy the property that you've got. So, y'all, until the next time, thank you for watching, and we'll be having some new content coming up real soon. So until next time, thank you.
A strong sense of tradition, culture, and history shaped the character of Harrodsburg, Kentucky. As America's oldest English settlement west of the Allegheny Mountains and Kentucky's oldest town, Harrodsburg is well known for its numerous historical sites. An air of Southern hospitality weaves its way throughout the town, where visitors are invited to sit a spell or admire the historic architecture that accents downtown. A visit to Old Fort Harrod State Park transports you back to the town's early history as costumed craftspeople perform pioneer tasks such as weaving, basketry, and blacksmithing. Fort Harrod is home to the Lincoln Marriage Temple, which houses the original log cabin where Abraham Lincoln's parents were married in 1806. It also boasts an impressive collection of Civil War artifacts, guns, Native American artifacts, and Lincoln memorabilia. Each year, the fort throws a birthday party for the city of Harrodsburg, a family-friendly gathering with live music and a birthday cake. The town will celebrate a landmark birth date in 2024 when Harrodsburg turns 250 years old. There's no better place to experience Kentucky's signature welcome than at the gracious Beaumont Inn, Kentucky's oldest family-operated country inn. Named an American classic by the prestigious James Beard Foundation in 2015, the Beaumont Inn blends the best of traditional Kentucky hospitality, age-old family recipes, and historic charm, with modern amenities sure to make any traveler feel right at home. A personalized bourbon tasting with the innkeeper is the perfect way to become acquainted with Kentucky's finest bourbons. Be sure to sample the Beaumont's very own bourbon, Kentucky Owl. A short walk from the inn, visitors will find themselves on historic Main Street at the heart of downtown Harrodsburg, greeted by a streetscape filled with buildings on the National Register of Historic Places. A visit to Dedmon Drugstore will invoke a bygone era. Dating to 1860, this charming building maintains all of its original cherry cabinetry and soda fountain. Next, enjoy a self-guided walking tour through Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill, America's largest restored Shaker community. This 3,000-acre landmark discovery destination is filled with dynamic and interactive programming while still preserving the heritage and story of the Kentucky Shakers. Here you can visit the Historic Center, the farm, the Nature Preserve, browse the shops at Shaker Village, enjoy classic Southern cuisine at the trustees table, or board the authentic Dixie Belle sternwheeler for an up-close view of one of the most unique ecosystems in the country. Hungry for more? Join Central Kentucky Tours. These tours are a great way to savor the landscape, culture, and intrigue of the Bluegrass region. Harrodsburg combines the best the Bluegrass State has to offer: stunning scenery and signature Southern hospitality. A visit to Harrodsburg will truly fill you with Kentucky's unbridled spirit. Come find out what makes Harrodsburg the coolest place in history.
I'm defeated, feel mistreated. I'm so angry, I'm singing a song. 'Cause I'm paying so much for home internet, and that's just wrong.
I've got T-Mobile home internet. I feel happy.
Great.
Very happy.
Good for you.
Look how much money I'm saving right now.
Wait, really?
There's no hidden fees, no price hikes, one cord.
Bro, wow.
Internet